do. You've got a lovely day to do it in, that's true. And I hope whatever you've got to do is something that can be done by two. For I'd really like to stay. It's a lovely day today. And whatever you've got to do, I'd be so happy to be doing it with you. But if you've got something that must be done, and it can only be done by one, there is nothing more to say, except it's a lovely day for saying it's a lovely day. It's a lovely day.
That was Mindy Carson singing It's a Lovely Day Today, and I might add, sounding as though she really meant it.
I did mean it, Bill.
Well, good morning, everyone, and welcome to the dining room table of the 1925 bungalow. I'm Scott. Are you ready to welcome the beautiful autumn season? I have just gotten started, and let me tell you what, you ain't seen nothing yet. This table is filled, and I'm going to sell it, strip the table, and fill it up again, and sell it again. I've got so much, and it's just beautiful. Let's take a look at everything, shall we? But you know what? As always, before I do, today's cup of coffee is brought to you by...
A cup of coffee, a sandwich, and you. A cozy corner, a table for two.
Well, you guessed it. Today's cup of coffee is brought to you by the Federal Glass Company, and that is the Normandy pattern in beautiful marigold iridescence. Made from 1933 or 32 until, about 1939. And it's got lots of cream in it, and it is delicious. There's my newly decorated china closet, and I've not yet hung the mirror. I do have the wire to do that. And I think it's hilarious how so many of you just get so annoyed at my little coffee pot hanging there on my little birdcage hanger. It's not going to stay that way. I don't have the correct escutcheon plate. And as soon as I do, I'll replace it. Look at all of that autumn glory. The sun is coming in the windows this morning, and let's talk about this beautiful glass. But I'm going to come over here and have a sip, and I hope that you'll do the same thing. Let's try not to spill it, shall we, on my lovely unironed tablecloth. Oh, that's good. That's another thing that makes you guys so mad when I don't iron my tablecloths. Well, I just got it out of the attic, and I didn't use it last year. I didn't do anything for autumn last year because I was buying and selling and moving. You know what that's like. And I'll tell you what, my move isn't just a regular old move. Oh, all the stuff I've got. Okay. Now, let's talk about what are you going to do with all these autumn items? Well, all throughout the month of September, the whole month, every Monday night, even the last Monday in September, I'm selling it. Haven't decided yet which pieces will go in the eBay store and which pieces will go into the live sales. So if you are frustrated about that, I don't want you to be, but make sure you subscribe to the eBay store. New items are in the eBay store every other day. That's right, every other day. And you'll start to see this beautiful glass and other autumn pieces show up in the store. And if it's not in the store, then it'll be in a Monday Night Live sale. So Now I'll tell you what, I can clear off this table and I can redecorate it again with the same amount of glass, but everything different. And I could probably do it a third time. Let's go through and talk about some of it. There's quite a bit I haven't identified yet because I'm just unpacking and this stuff has been packed away, a lot of it, well, for a little while. So we'll start down here in front at these two little guys, which would be lovely for your autumn display. And I believe they are UNESCO. They are indeed. Let's see here. There's the UNESCO label. And it looks like it's printed on there pheasant. And I think we knew that. Hello, little pheasant pair. So the two of them could stand on your mantelpiece. 1950s, 60s, sometime after the war. There's a black glass vase. Maker unknown, but you know who's responsible for a great deal of it. Look at what it looks like on top of, my gosh, there's just so much that you can do. Now, I ought to know who made these, and I don't remember. But I'm going to sell a set of two of them. Here is the larger underplate, or the larger plate there. And then the smaller one, I think, is pretty on top, like that. And put a candle on it. Or a black glass vase with an arrangement. Anybody who wants to, if your references are good, and you know who, you're certain who the manufacturer is on any of these, you can put that in the description box below. I haven't had a chance with a lot of this glass to look it up yet. So if you want to do that, super sweet. Only green piece I've got. I like a little bit of green in with the autumn glass. The crackle glass piece there. And then here's the second one. I'll probably sell these two together as a set. That's the Libby, isn't it? Is there an L under there? Somewhere? Autumn leaf, and these are the ones trimmed in gold. I've got another set trimmed in silver. We're going to wait on those. 8 of them in their carrying case. Fantastic. There's a swan. I know Duncan Miller did a lot of this. Made a lot of these. Could be. He's in good shape. I've got 3 candlesticks I'm putting together and going to sell just as a little grouping there, I think. Let's get down there. I think that one might be a Fenton. I think that one might be a Fenton. This is either, like a Lancaster or a Consolidated Glass or somebody else from the 30s. And then that one might be Indiana. But I'll try to find out those. I love this pair here. This is a painted pair, and again, you see these in the 20s and 30s, and I love how the orange is just starting to fade a little bit. Looks, just looks like autumn. But that's just old. It's clear glass, and this is the way they did it then, with that thick sort of waxy enamel paint. I love my Goofus, and putting this together as a set, this old Goofus glass collection here. A lot of the paint is coming off of the vase, and yet it is a pretty one. It's got some green in it. I don't know how much you can see of that. A little bit of green. And then I've got these 4 little, they're not saucers. I have some saucers in Goofus with the teacup circle, but these are almost like little bread and butter plates. They're pretty hefty, or little dessert plates or something like that. So we're going to do all 4 of these little plates together with the vase. I think that would look neat in a center display with candles on these all around it. Kind of a chippy rustic look. Chippy rustic look. Say that 3 times slowly. Let me move my chair over here, and I'm going to sit in it for a little bit, because I've got a feeling if I don't, I'm going to wind up knocking some of this glass on the floor. Speaking of chippy, I love this little copper set. Now, it's just metal with copper over the top of it, and a lot of the copper is starting to come off. So I wouldn't necessarily recommend using it, but it's just great for display, I think. It's just, you can tell it's from probably the 1920s or 30s. It just has a really elegant look to it. And if you'll notice, we turn it around here, there's a lot of the copper that is peeled off of the back of that. See there? And I think there's a maker's mark way up in there somewhere. Right there. Some hallmarks. Maybe it's English, I don't know. So it is missing some of this copper plate. Refocus. Thank you. But I think it's great for autumn. Look at that. To make a display out of it. Now let's move forward here a little bit and look at what I think I remember is a patented Cambridge shape. Is it not? Yeah, I think I recall that Cambridge patented this particular shape. I can't believe I'm getting rid of this. I kind of don't want to. I don't know that I'll find another one in amber with its wonderful chrome stand that goes with it. And it's etched and it's beautiful. Oh, wait a minute. There it is. There's a mark right down in there. I guess we have to turn it upside down to see it. There's the chrome base. Love, love, love. Turn this around. And right down in here, right down in there, it says patent. There's the patent number in the USA, and you can look that up. It's number 72491. Somebody do that. Look it up. I haven't done it yet. It's easy to look up. In fact, I know I've looked this up before in the past, and you'll see that it was patented sometime, I think, in the early 30s. But beautiful liquid honey amber glass with some etching on there, or is it wheel cut? And nice heavy glass, beautiful for serving on your autumn table. Oh my goodness. And then this little piece here is a little under plate, little tray, which could have been for a cream and a sugar. And I don't know if it's still that central pattern 1450 or not, which is, if you watched the China Closet video yesterday, you know that the black glass in there is central pattern number, I believe, 1450. But be careful, because more than one company made a pattern with these little nubs sort of sticking out here. As I told you yesterday, Fenton has one. I can't remember the name of it. And so this is one of those patterns, and it's got gilding on it. I like that. There's just a random little Carnal Glass era iridescent piece. And I was talking about Carnival and just iridescent. And really the difference here is look at how heavily embossed this is, the way Carnival glass was. And it has a base color, in this case clear. And this is older than this. So with this glass here, 1933 to 39, is really just considered iridescent glass. Whereas this is an older piece, and that goes back into the Carnival glass era. Just that one, I don't believe that it's a saucer. It's too, yeah, but put a candle on that. Put a candle on it. Let me see if I can move my chair up a little bit here. There is a beautiful Amberina Moon and... Is that the Moon and Star? What do you call that? Ellie Smith, I guess. Candy dish. That's beautiful. No candy in it. I haven't got my candy corns yet. 2 candlestick holders, and I don't know, maybe Ellie Smith. I'm getting a feel for that. Put your candle down in there. It seems kind of chunky. No, did I say Ellie Smith? I think I meant Viking. I think it's one of them. One of those companies. That is either Ellie Smith or Hazel Atlas. I think black glass. It's a little orphaned sugar bowl, I suppose. But that would be also a nice little individual candy dish. Yeah, Hazel Atlas, isn't it? And then a little cream pitcher here in orange. This is old, and this goes back to the 30s. I've seen these with souvenir stickers on them, you know, from Atlantic City, from Rochester, New York, different things like that. Here is the console set that I'm selling, or a console set, and it's matching. And so we have the console bowl, and this one is unmarked. Yeah, so rolled edged console bowl, and it is etched and encrusted with gold. You've got some wear to the gold. Some of it has come off. Okay. Granny polished it. And then you have the 2 matching little candlesticks to go with it. See there? And before I list these things on eBay or before I sell them in my live sales, I'll dig around and try to come up with who my makers are. That reminds me of either the Chippendale pattern or Crystal or that piece back there. And I know it. I know I've had it before. Is this one marked? No. I love that candy dish. It looks like a little trophy. Present your candy corns in there, and you'll be a winner. Aren't these anchor hocking, these little things? I see these all the time. I think they made them in just about every color you can think of. And I normally don't buy them because they're easy to find. But look at this pretty little autumn, almost like tangerine color. And I've got 2 of those to sell. And then there's a Japan lusterware vase. Beautiful. Yeah, made in Japan. I love that. And then here's a divided candy dish with a lid. And that might be Cambridge. I have to pick that up and see. I'm telling you, I've just got so much. And back here's a beautiful big console bowl with sort of a deco-inspired etch around the edges of it. I hate picking it up this way, but I've got no choice because I've only got 2 hands. Look at that. In more of a yellowish color than the amber. So not all colors are... This is more of that color of the Federal Madrid glass. whoever made Madrid, I forget. And this is more of what I call sort of the liquid honey color. Back there is a marriage, and I may not sell them together, but that's a carnival glass pitcher. Ooh, is it imperial? Once again, I have to go and look it up, but Rambling Rose, I forget. It's in one of my books, but look at that. A big, beautiful carnival glass pitcher. Beautiful. The little carnival glass cups don't match it, but they're from the same era. And that's the reason why I kind of have them down there with it. So grape and cable. And I've got a set of 4 of these. I might throw them in there and do them with the pitcher, or I might sell them separately because, as I said, they don't necessarily match. Made in Japan. You could get this out of the Sears catalog in the 30s. This great big beautiful brown pottery vase. And there's a name for this kind of work as well. It's not redware. Yeah, let me move something and show you. Let me get this out of the way for a second. Speaking of autumn arrangement, I don't think I'm going to sell this vase. I might, but I kind of don't think I am. Look how beautiful that is. That's Czechoslovakian, and it's a beautiful vase, and I've got artificial in there, you know. That's okay. But this in here would be really nice, this arrangement. In fact, let's put it in there. Get in there. All right, so it fell down too far. Look at this. Isn't this beautiful? Yeah, I'm not so sure I want to get rid of that. So we're going to move that out of the way so you can't see it. All right, so something like that, but of course you're going to want to fluff that up quite a bit. That looks kind of dumb. And then over here, the little tree of life. Ooh, I put this on my chair, and I almost backed up and sat down on it. Woo! Talk about fancy pants. The iridescent little tree of life set. There's the picture, and I've only got 4 the little guys here. But wouldn't these be great with cider? That you could just sip out of there, or even cold apple juice, and cider either warm or cold. So let me back it up. Thank you for watching, everyone, and don't forget to join me this Monday night. That's Labor Day. Yeah, I'll be working. We're going to have a live sale Monday night at 8 o'clock, and several of these items will be for sale. And then come back every Monday night this month of September for more beautiful autumn glass to add to your collections. Keep your eye on that eBay store as well. Subscribe to it if you're not, because I am depositing new items in the eBay store every other day. So there'll be plenty of autumn glass for you to purchase either through the live sales or through the eBay store. And maybe you'll find something to decorate your table with and bring in the warmth. Although we don't need to bring in the warmth just yet. Let's get through this heat wave. Then we'll talk about pumpkin spice. Okay, everyone. That's really it. Scott from the old Curiosity Shop, that's me, saying thanks for watching, wait for the cat, and so long for now.